A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A Keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Sendo! Compulso!
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark, do not tell anyone.
What are you up to now?
Absolutely shameless.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
And what do you have for sale?
I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catherine will steal the eyebrows
I
off...
ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty once night falls.
Glad you were able to stop by.
Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty. Revelio! The pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than we could carry. Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! More gold. I must be getting closer.
Oi!
Always. You won't get away with your Oh, that's
You only have Ranrock to blame. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
That's the student who released Oaks. That's the student from the town. Think you're clever, don't you?
Stop it! Your acrobatics will overflow the inevitable.
Incendio!
No!
Incendio! Revelio. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. How Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief and his heirloom's coming home. Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the Niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a Niffler to Azkaban.
I should investigate. Mine now, demiguise. Everything's all right now. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it, if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus Curse, also known as the Torture Curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
It's good, Black
If it isn't the treasure.
Is it possible to become an aura and
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
the pink levies will always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend. And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah,
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello again. Brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Emmett. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Emmett. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Emmett.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Revelio.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
Oh, me thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Incendio. This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes? What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help you find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Amit, could I...
Oh, sir?
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Amit. What?
According? A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Incendio!
Cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh, no. Not this close to the school, Amit.
Look! There's a table! I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope. Don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Professor.
I suppose that is not an unexpected question. It was a simple matter of fate, really. After my experience with the Toyohashi Tengu, I was determined to find work that would... I accepted a position with the Japanese Ministry of Magic. I cannot tell you the specifics of my work. A few years into my post, I had the honor of working with Professor Weasley, at the time a curse breaker for the British Ministry.
Professor Weasley was a curse breaker for the Ministry.
She was. But I would advise you not to inquire upon it. She is quite clear that her focus is now Hogwarts. We coordinated, shall we say, defensive efforts on a particular matter, and were talking one evening about the rigors of our respective positions. She mentioned plans to return to Britain and Hogwarts specifically. I noted I could appreciate her decision. Her description of the school was so enchanting that when she wrote to me a few years later about the open position of flying professor, I was intrigued.
I suppose I can understand wanting to move on from all that you went through with the Tengu.
But that is not at all what happened. I was not moving on. What happened will always be a part of me. I learned my reason for coming to Hogwarts was to expand.
Then you enjoy being a flying instructor, even after all?
I do. And not despite all that happened. You would do well to let lessons be just that. Lessons. Learn from your error. I am proud to impart such knowledge upon students, no matter where.
What are you up to now?
Alohomora. Revelio. Finite! Revelio. Finite! Revelio. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. How nice to see you, my young friend.
Confringo! Mine now, demiguys. Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more?
I actually have...
Oh, wonderful, truly.
Where should I look for more?
All of my usual... here in the castle. Oh, my torment.
I'll keep an eye...
You are to be...
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. Be included.
Professor,
I do?
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
Ah, the art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the sea.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented Pluto. Alohomora.
Mine now, demiguise.
What are you up to now?
Alohomora. Lumos. Confringo. Accio. Lumos. Alohomora. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Lumos. Alohomora. Lumos. Alohomora. Lumos.
as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Aloha Mora.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Why do students always run when Peevesy wants to have some fun?
wish we didn't have to use a dagger in potions. I'm not the least bit comfortable with it.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise.
Hey! The ministries claim they want to replace the Dementors for years, but they never actually do a thing.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort.
Hello, is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed, I assume.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garnuff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous...
I should try and rescue Garnuff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers.
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. You won't be disappointed. That's a glad rags promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for facts.
Be sure to stop by whenever you want. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Stop by whenever you're about. I suspect you have a sharp eye for... Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I've heard about you. Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
Mine now, demiguise. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncalf fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracell, but people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in Not surprising, I suppose. The cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some...
Truer words never... Used to carry beasts. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an eat. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee... Now, why don't you have a good look around? It's always best to pop.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need.
And what do you have as...
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio.
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Alohomora. mine now, demiguise. Hogsmeade, here I come. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Poachers! Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful.
You regret.
Somebody!
I'll watch the lights out.
Confringo! Rookwoods don't go down easy!
Are you even trying?
Confringo! Confringo!
Dodge an attack.
Predictable!
Stop that!
Pathetic!
It's shameful what you've done, Hera. Alohomora. Now then, which one of you is Biscuit? Now, I'm only trying to help. Professor Howin will never believe this. Oh, no, you don't. There. I'm not going to hurt you. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. I'll look after you. Reparo. Revelio. Do cooperate, won't you? Settle yourself, I mean you no harm.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Fringo. Incendio.
Revelio. Everything's all right now. Oh, no, you don't. Professor Howard, never Revelio. All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garnoff, shall we? Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh, my dear Biscuit.
Garnoff, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
If it weren't for me, I suspect those poachers would have flayed her alive.
Oh, perish the thought. Thank Merlin you were able to save her in time. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
You can have her back, for the right price.
Of course, I would pay any amount for the safety of my dear Biscuit. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind.
find a bit of... Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Mine now, demiguys. it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Come on in, come on in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon. Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
I'm told... Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
I don't have anything for this at the moment. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Greetings! Please, take your time looking about. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio.
First thing I cast is Protego.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise.
Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
I'd like to ask you about change.
Of course.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Do you think I'm impressed? I don't care how many chops it took, please. Leave me in peace.
Handy.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. I know what that means. Merlin trial. This place.
When I set about my arrangements, I don't expect to be thwarted by my... It isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little gun.
Your poaching days are over.
Revelio. Closer. Revelio. Revelio. Here. Incendio.
This is simply too many. Revelio. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days. Incendio! Fringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Sendo! Pulso! Incendio! Sendo! Pulso! Levioso! Accio! Finger! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Brilliant!
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Perhaps a hybrid. I finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly... You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library, my first days here.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dear...
Was it Sirona?
It was indeed. How on earth?
Sirona has been a good friend to me as well. In fact, I retrieved a box of letters from...
Oh, darling Mrs. Sprottle. She was always astonished I knew as much magic as I did, being Muggle-born. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, however, we don't yet know who's behind these. If you bring me more moons, I'll show... Keep looking for those moons, hmm? You'll save my sanity and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind.
What are you up to now?
Oh, did you see that?
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
Well, as it happens, I have what you need. Here. Not sure it'll help you, though. Be careful, won't you?
Oh, you're a gem, you are. I'll be sure to be very careful. No grim is going to get me. I must insist that you accept this small token of me
You
gratitude.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented glue powder.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Psst, over here. Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they?
No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me.
Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student?
Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet. But I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to take in.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, and we can help to take them down for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Revelio. Incendio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Reparo. Revelio. Lumos.
They will not keep us out. We will get this gate open. Somehow.
Lumos. I wonder what that does. Well, that didn't work. Something with more force. That did it. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Accio! Leviosa. Lumos. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Looks as if it might raise the gate. Revelio.
Venite. Oh, nothing.
Revelio. Here. Defendo. Sendo. Deposo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Accio. Sendo. Deposo.
This charm is stronger than... They do not want anyone getting in.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It is
Sendo.
study apparition until our 6th year. We could get past this gate instantly.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Wingardium Leviosa.